Forecast discussion, Miami. A stable weather pattern is setting up across South Florida following a weak frontal passage. While the front is rather diffuse and lacks strong temperature or moisture contrasts, high pressure is building in quickly behind it. The air aloft is notably dry, and no significant moisture is expected to move in soon, which means skies will stay mostly clear with no threat of rain. Winds will start light and variable early this morning, then shift north and eventually east, northeast by the afternoon, picking up to around 10 to 15 knots with occasional gusts. Expect visual flight rules conditions at all terminals throughout the day with great visibility and no ceiling issues. This setup supports smooth operations for both general aviation and commercial flights. Tampa forecast. A weak, mostly dry front is sliding through the region tonight and could bring brief periods of lower ceilings, possibly marginal visual flight rules overnight, especially if cloud cover holds together. That said, confidence is low, and any ceiling reductions should be short-lived thanks to the front's quick pace. Behind the boundary, skies will clear, and visual flight rules conditions will dominate by morning and persist through the rest of the day. Winds are west-northwesterly initially, becoming northerly as the front passes, and then gradually turning northeast. Expect a mild night with no rainfall and only a slight dip in humidity levels. Aviation operations should remain largely unaffected, with smooth flying conditions returning quickly after the front clears. Melbourne forecast. Florida is settling into a quiet, stable weather pattern that's expected to hold through the weekend, with minimal aviation concerns. A cold front slides through early today, followed by a surge of dry air and building high pressure, which will gradually shift off the Carolina coast by late Friday. Winds behind the front turn northerly, then veer northeast by late morning to early afternoon as the east coast sea breeze kicks in. This sea breeze will move inland through the afternoon, reaching the Orlando area around early evening and bringing wind speeds up to around 10 to 14 knots, with gusts near 20 knots along the coast. Inland areas like Leesburg will remain under more persistent northerly flow. Conditions remain firmly within visual flight rules territory, with clear skies and excellent visibility. Expect light northeast winds across the region after sunset, continuing through the weekend. While things stay quiet for now, early next week may bring a shift as models suggest a potential uptick in moisture and possibly some convection, but confidence in those changes is still low at this point. Area forecast discussion, Jacksonville. VFR conditions dominate across northeast Florida and southeast Georgia today, following a cold front. Skies are clearing rapidly, and dry, stable air is filtering in under high pressure. Expect a noticeable uptick in winds late this morning into early afternoon due to daytime heating. Gusts may briefly exceed 10 knots, but winds will ease heading into the evening. Inland airfields will see crisp, dry air with dew points dipping into the 30s and 40s, providing excellent visibility. A weak sea breeze could cause a light directional shift at coastal terminals like St. Simons, St. Augustine, Craig, and Jacksonville International, but no major disruptions are expected. Overnight brings calm conditions with light winds and clear skies, supporting excellent radiational cooling and potential for some fog patches inland, though not widespread enough to be a significant flight concern.